So I feel this film is more than about LGBTQI plus people. It's also the psychology of racism itself and how that plays in and how it makes you want to like leave your brain, leave your mind, leave your head and go to drugs or alcohol because it's so because it relieves you from all of the hurt that you feel psychologically. And one of the things I wanted to bring up too, what's interesting to me, because I see it in Newark all the time and the movie hits it beautifully, these drugs that people are taking, they feel good on them, right? Why do they never look good on them? They look always strung out and terrible at a certain point. It doesn't look like much fun to me. But somehow it's better than living the life on the realistic plane or in reality itself. It's a break from reality. And it's kind of scary to think how awful drug taking can look after a while. And how it's better than living in your own life. It says something psychologically. And we do not talk about racism and psychology enough. But this film is definitely hinting at it and touching it. Finally, the contextual side of film. We can even get at this. So, when Moonlight won the Academy Award for Best Picture, Calvin Klein created an underwear ad with the three main actors. And it's these three men in underwear. And I'm going to show you an image of it now. And you are going to take a moment and think about what you think of this image. What is the purpose of this? Is it celebrating black men? Are they vulnerable in their underwear? I think everybody in their underwear seems kind of vulnerable. But are they showing a vulnerable side? Or is it a very masculine side? Is it treating men as sexual objects? Which is what Calvin Klein underwear and their ads generally do. Are they being objectified? Are these strong images? What's clear is, definitely these images helped to get film audience to go to see Moonlight. Besides it winning the Academy Award for Best Picture, the Calvin Klein ad was really well known and made the audience, I think one of my students, Jesslyn Ablett, a year or so back, called it a thirst trap, which I loved. So it brought in audience because those men look gorgeous in those pictures or in that ad, which is really well done. But I want you to think about its purposes. I could tell you all kinds of things about what I think about it. Maybe my questions are giving you how I think about it. I hope that I've taught you well and to see things that are happening with media, film, TV overall. So right now you're noticing a continuity issue, right? So as I was editing this 12th video, I realized I wanted to redo this section. I can also tell you right now there are 3 parts, 12A, 12B, 12C. But I wanted to reshoot this section because I wanted to point out that there is a universal quality to Moonlight. I know that each and every one of you has been made fun of or bullied at some point in your life. Or you've been made to feel inadequate. It might be because you're a woman. It could very well be because you're a man. It could be because you're black or gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, an indigenous person, Latinx. It could be because you have big ears and, I don't know, buck teeth. But you have been made to feel like you're less. And that has a psychological impact. And what I want you to do right now is just pause this video and take a couple of moments to write about when you've been made to feel like you are less than. And let yourself take a good 5 to 10 minutes for this. It's a video. You can come back to it. And I really need you to take this time for yourself. So go ahead. Pause me, please. It's very possible you have felt some anger or sadness or frustration in what you just wrote. I have a question for you. Have you ever seen an ugly butterfly? And I know that you have not. What makes you so different from a butterfly? Have you ever seen a lion that wasn't regal and powerful and astounding? What makes you so different from that lion? Have you not ever looked at a chimpanzee, one of our closest relatives in the animal kingdom, and you have not been fascinated by it? Every chimpanzee I've ever seen is adorable and deserving of love. Everything you just wrote, on some level, is a lie. Because those things you wrote about aren't your true self. They aren't the authentic you. You are as beautiful as a butterfly. You are as powerful as a lion. And you are as intriguing and adorable as a chimpanzee. You are special. And you are deserving of love. Love from the self and love from others. You also have the right to be compassionate toward yourself. And in turn, be compassionate to others. And the most important thing in order to reach compassion and love is that you have to be forgiving. Forgiving of yourself and forgiving of others. You are beautiful on every level. And the media is really awful in its way of getting to us psychologically. It hits our ego. And it makes us think less than of ourselves. I am telling you all those things are lies, or they are not true, or they are somebody else's idea of reality. Because that's what film does. It creates a reality, and we compare ourselves to that reality, and we compare ourselves in a way that is unfair, because we tend to think less of ourselves. And I am telling you that you are more powerful and more beautiful and more intelligent than you think you are. You may not have realized it, but I have structured this class like a traditional Hollywood film. Starting off with stasis with codes and conventions, and moving through rising action to the moment I just had you write about yourself so that you would have a recognition. And this information I'm giving you about you being powerful and beautiful and deserving of love, that you are special, is the climax for this class. From here on out, everything else is falling action. I really hope that you will hold these words I have spoken to you deeply within the center of your being. I hope you have an amazing week. I hope you enjoyed Moonlight. I hope this instructional video adds to your enjoyment of the film, and I hope I have grown your mind a little further. Bye-bye.